What is up, RPA champions? In today's video, we are going to be creating a Twitter bot in under 5 minutes. It is going to be a bot that is just going to be following other profiles on Twitter. So let's get the time started and let's start immediately. All right, so the first thing that we have to do is we are going to be creating a new robot from scratch. So it's going to be a Twitter bot. We're going to call it Twitter bot follow people. Let's create this bot and let's do everything that we have to do in just less than 5 minutes. Time is running out. All right, and Power Automate is making us waste a little bit of time with this loading screen. All right, it is ready. First thing that we have to do is we have to open a browser automation. Now this is a new version of Power Automate that I'm using right now, so some elements have been renamed. So we have to open Google Chrome, and we also have to go to Twitter. So let's open Google Chrome and let's get the link that we need. So we need to go to Twitter and we need to follow people. So I think the link is right here. I think I have saved the link previously. So this is, wow, this is not what we really want. We want to follow more people. So let's go. A lot of Asian profiles, but it will have to do. All right, let's use this URL. Let's maximize this. Let's save it. Let's click on web record and let's go back here. Let's attach our web recorder to Google Chrome and let's spy the follow button. So the robot is going to click on follow many different times. And not just that, we're going to have to create our robot so that it doesn't break. So first link, let's get the second link as well. And pay attention, I'm clicking on the smallest container there is. So we got a couple of these. Let's finish. And our automation is taking shape. Now what we need to do is we need to do this many different times. So we need to do this button. We need to click on this button to follow many different users. So we need to create a dynamic button. So let's see how our button is made. So right here we have our selector for the first button, and right here we have our selector for the second button. So let's get this and let's come back to our first one. Let's create a new one, and now what we're doing is we're looking for the differences in the two selectors. So let's check them out, and remember that time is running out. All right, so I think I found the selector, the place where it changes. So right here, that's where we need to insert a variable. So let's set a variable. Right here in the beginning, this variable is going to be 1, and we are going to put this variable right here. Instead of the 2, we're going to have this variable. So this, once we put it inside of a loop, is going to make it so that it's going to click on every single follow button. All right, we don't need the second selector. We can delete it, and we can also delete this and all of our buttons right here as well. So let's get rid of those as well. All right, now what we need is a loop. So we need to do this action a lot of times. So let's add a loop. Here we go. Let's add a simple loop that is going to start at 0 and it's going to end at 9, for example. It's going to increment at 1, and we'll put this button right here. We also need a increment or an increase. So we need to increase our variable at the end of every loop so it clicks on a different button, follow button. So let's increment this variable by 1 and save this. Time is running out. So it's almost done. I think we need a little bit of wait. So we don't want our process to break. So we want it to just keep on. We want to just keep on working without breaking. So we don't want to also get blocked by Twitter for being a bot. So let's add a nice wait of 10 seconds between every interval. 11 seconds, actually, that would be the best. So we have 11 seconds after every click, and our process is almost ready. So it's going to click right now 9 times, and we want to create it so that it's infinite. Well, we can just schedule this to run every hour, but let's make it a little bit better than that. Let's schedule it in flow. So let's open flow right here. Here we go. Now let's create a new process, and this process is going to activate the LinkedIn follow Twitter bot automatically. So this is going to be a scheduled flow, and let's call it activate Twitter bot. It's going to run every 15 minutes, or how about every 30 minutes? Let's create this. Let's add a new step. Let's connect our desktop flow to this process. Let's make sure we're using the right connection. We are not. Now we are. Twitter follow, attended, and let's save this. Our process has been scheduled. Now let's see if our process is working. All right, let's try our process and let's see if it's going to work. So far so good. We have managed to launch Twitter, and all of this we have done in just under 5 minutes. Let's see if it's going to start following the different profiles. First one done, second one done, third one done, fourth one done. So the process is working. That is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have created a Twitter bot in just under 5 minutes. This bot is going to run every 30 minutes, and it's going to continue doing this until the end of times or until Twitter blocks us. We could do different things to make this bot more stable so that Twitter doesn't block us, such as increase this time and reduce the frequency of the execution of this process. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Give yourself a high five. Give the RPA champion a high five. I want to wish you a farewell on your automation journey. Leave me your comments down below, and I will see you in the next one.